Yes, people, we're live on Deji Spurs and a view from the stands, ready for another dust down, as I like to call it, because the word dusty has been thrown around a lot lately. And maybe this
Cool.
weekend was dusty in different reasons for both teams. But at the end of the day, there's a lot to get into. It's the day after for some. I've had 48 hours. We're going to see how each other are feeling, if we've come back down to planet Earth, if we're still in the stratospheres of Fumo, or are we actually ready to battle out? But look, as you can see, there are no Manchester United fans ever again. Never, ever even needed in this panel. In fact, Deji and I were actually discussing whether we need to get maybe a Newcastle fan on in specs or something, just because they look more likely to come out of nowhere. But this is the Aston Villa, this is the Spurs showdown, and we're going to be bringing it into. But let's have a look at Deji. I mean, I'm just looking at him now. Does he look tired? Does he look all right?
Tired.
Is he chilled?
Tired.
How is he? How is he?
Bro, look, Josh, mate, thanks. First and foremost, big up to everyone in the chat, everyone out there. I'm not gonna lie, mate. The last 24 hours has been pretty rough. Your team was pretty dusty. My team was dusty on the weekend, and I really want to get into both matches because I would have to say that your team was the dustier of the two in terms of your performance against Chelsea. But to be honest with you, look, we both know that we're not winning the league. Okay, so there's no point us talking about league, Premier Leagues, all of that crap. For me, it's getting into the nitty gritty, what both our clubs can achieve. And really, what we want to achieve is top four. Now, I know that Postecoglou is doing a madness, and I'll explain what he's trying to do. But I think I've been able to convince Postecoglou that what he was thinking on the weekend is a stupid idea and that we need to focus on the big boy prize. Can I just give a big shout out to my guy, Arsenal Manic, in the building, always showing love, been with me from day one. My bro, everyone else in the building.
Lost you there, Dej. You cut out there for you started off big up Arsenal Manic, but I lost you there. I don't
Please,
know
I
if you
pressed the
muted
bloody
yourself.
mute button. I muted myself
I mean, muted
like a
like your
donut.
muted like your
Maybe
first
that's a
half
sign
at
of
the
things to come.
North London
But
Stadium, wasn't it? Very muted first half in that North London Stadium. But no, big up, as Deji said, big up to everyone in the chat. And it's great to have so many of you. Again, we like this show. We do enjoy it. It's been good fun to the run in. I think this show will have to keep continuing because till the end of the season, because I don't know what's going to happen. I am feeling again where the momentum bar is, that there's a certain team in Aston Villa who the pendulum has swung with us again, and I feel like we're there. I'm looking forward to hearing some Deji theories tonight, but I've got to go straight into the first one. And you have told a lot of people with chest. You've told not financial advice, but Spurs and the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
The Musketeers.
Yeah.
Did you show up against the Musketeers with a pencil instead of a sword? Because you failed in the first sword battle with the first Musketeer. And I want to know why. Why have you failed in your battle against the Musketeers? Because I was I looked you in the eyes and I was nearly convinced that you were going to beat the Three Musketeers. You told me with so much chest, so much passion, so much enthusiasm, and I trust your ball knowledge. I trust your knowledge. And I thought, do you know what? Deji may have convinced me that Spurs will beat the big boys. So tell me, did you bring a pencil to a sword fight?
So let me tell you what it is, because I can see what you're trying to do. And to quote a famous friend of mine, Philip Collins, don't go shaking your bum, because I'm going to explain to you, Villa fans, exactly what happened, because I can see a lot of Villa fans shaking their bum, a lot of them sitting in their underwear with the fan in their face, bashing away at the keyboard. Let me explain to you what happened. I actually think that Postecoglou sabotaged the game, because he said something a couple of weeks ago. He said this, which I totally disagree with. He said that he doesn't want to play Champions League football if he doesn't think we have the squad good enough to win it. Now, for me, that's a load of bollocks, to be honest. That is rubbish, because what you want to do in football is you want to finish as high as possible. But he's saying if he's not convinced that they can win it, what is the point playing? Now, I knew that Postecoglou had lost these marbles with that bloody starting lineup at 1 o'clock. I saw that starting lineup: Ben Davies, Timo Werner, Bentancur, Højbjerg. 4 weakling, 4 Oompa Loompas are starting on this pitch. I said, no, we are going to get absolutely slapped up. And I was right. So I will say this to you, Josh. The reason why Spurs lost to Arsenal yesterday is not because Spurs are so bad, but because Postecoglou was a madman and he lost a couple of brain cells. Had he gone with my original lineup of Bissouma, Pape Sarr, Emerson Royale, and starting Richarlison, we would have slapped up that dusty team. Let me tell you, bro, a lot of Arsenal fans are here shaking their bum. I don't know why Arsenal fans are shaking their bum, because I said it to you last week. I said, when they come to my gaff, when they come to my club, we're going to have more ball possession. We ended the game with a 62% possession against Arsenal. Arsenal. Now, the only other team to pin Arsenal back is City. That is levels, bro. I don't know how Arsenal fans are trying to turn that into a positive. They sat back and got slapped up. Remember, Arsenal only scored 2 goals yesterday. One of the goals was an own goal by my player, who shouldn't have been on the pitch in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? But from what I saw of my team, had Postecoglou brought out the right formation, we would have slapped that dusty team up. But he didn't. And so he shot us in the foot. I don't know what he was playing at. But, bro, can you imagine? Arsenal had their strongest lineup: Thomas Partey, Havertz, Basmati Rice, and they were getting outsourced in the middle of the park. Let me tell you this. A lot of Arsenal fans are telling me, I have to rate it. I'm going to give Arteta a clap. Because I said it to you, Josh, last week, Monday. I said, the only way Arsenal are going to win this game is if they humble themselves and play direct football. And boy, oh boy, I respect Arsenal. Well done, Arsenal, for listening. Well done, Arteta, for following us on YouTube, because he did exactly what I said he should do. He sat back, he humbled himself, and he went long. Now, if Arsenal fans are going to shake their bum for basically stinking out the place and getting result, then hey, do you know what? At this stage in the season, it doesn't matter how you play. It's about the result. Fair play to you. But Arsenal fans, just be honest. You were surprised at how you got popped yesterday. You were surprised at how Tottenham was sourcing. The only thing I would have said is Tottenham, with all that ball possession, little side to side doing the bloody candy. I mean, it's like candy. It's great. It's a great song. We play it at every bloody wedding. I just want to see some shots, mate. Take some bloody shots. That Arsenal team was dusty, bro. There was nothing special about them, and they got the result. And I'm having to answer for the crimes of Postecoglou, who bloody set the team up wrong. Idiot decision. But I can tell you this, mate. He ain't doing that again, because those players let him down.
Thank you. Thank you for, first of all, starting off with some good Deji bingo. I think people have started picking up your one-liners, and we love it. We love it. The shaking the bum violently, the dustiness, and we love it. But Dej, I'm just sat here, and as I said, when you speak, Dej, I listen, because I like to hear your thoughts. I like to hear, and I try and pick through the substance of what you're trying to say. So here are my punchlines. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm a newspaper article, correct me if I'm wrong. You lost that game on purpose because Ange doesn't want to top 4. Number 1. Number 2. Your manager, Ange Postecoglou, is to blame yesterday.
Yeah.
Not the outfield players.
Not the players, no, not the players.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Football is all about the style of play, not the end result. If I was a newspaper article and if I was an accredited journalist, right, If I was an accredited journalist, that's the article I'm writing about you right now. Those are my three things, right? Now,
legitimate points, by the way. Legitimate points, I may add.
Okay. Oh, no. So let's dissect each one.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Tottenham do not want Champions League football.
No, it's not Tottenham. Postecoglou doesn't want it. The issue with Spurs at the moment is Postecoglou. It's not the club. It's not the players. It's Postecoglou.
So, Postecoglou doesn't want top four. Now, Deji, I've got a receipt in my head.
Yeah.
And the receipt in my head is, you told me this Aussie Foster barbecue celebrator is going to get you in a title race next season.
Yes, he said it.
Do you believe your gaffer now?
Let me tell you what the issue is, Josh.
No. Do you believe though? Do you believe him?
Yes, I do. And I'm going to explain why I believe it. Do you want me to explain why?
I would love to.
Yeah, I think the issue with Postecoglou, mate, is that he's a bit of a perfectionist. So he wants everything to be perfect. But what he's got to realize, I think that philosophy and that kind of mindset in the Premier League is very, very naive. In the Prem, it's never going to be perfect. And that's why I rate Arteta yesterday. I'm going to have to say, Arsenal fans, I rate your gaffer. And I even rate Unai Emery, because he knows that there's sometimes you just got to put your hand up and say, this is the bigger team. And it don't matter. David Moyes was shaking his bum violently when we got a draw at the London Stadium, because he knew he was up against the giant and they got lucky to get a point. And Arsenal yesterday know that they rode their luck. They were lucky to get 3 points, but so they had to deploy stinky tactics. They stunk out the place and got the job done. I respect that. I wish my manager would do that. I wish Postecoglou, and I don't think he'll do it this season because he's still testing and learning and he wants to know what his players are. But I think after being stung the way he got stung against Arsenal yesterday, I think he's going to have to accept that certain times you're going to need to do an Arsenal, think out the place and show humility against the opposition. That's what he's going to need to do. Now, at the moment, he wants it to be perfect. He wants the team to be top of the league and then go Champions League. Now, I agree. I think Champions League football should be diluted. It's been diluted. Let me tell you why. Honestly, Josh, and I believe all the Villa fans in the chat, you would agree. Both our clubs do not deserve to be in the Champions League next season. You're not a champion, and we're not a champion. I don't want to see Villa there. What have you won?
Oh, boy. Oh,
absolutely
boy.
Nothing.
Boy.
We've not won anything ourselves. You don't deserve to be in the Champions League when you're not a champion.
You haven't done this, have you?
And that's what Postecoglou is saying.
Dead.
You got to earn your right to be at the table.
Dead. Two things. Bit of a Peter Beardsley recap lesson here. Because remember, Peter Beardsley, you told us Peter Beardsley played for this club, but he never, right? Aston Villa won the European Championship in 1982, a European trophy. We know what it's like to win a European competition. And as you've ranked those trophies, the European Cup was the highest one. It's no Conference League, it's no Europa League, we've won that. But second of all, Dej, I love that you're getting this excuse ready, because now, do you know what I smell? A fan who now knows they're not getting top four. You've now lost faith in the Musketeers. You've now lost faith that actually, instead of Spurs slapping up all three Musketeers, the Musketeers are going to slap you up. You're going to bring pencils to a sword fight, and they're just going to absolutely slash you in half, cut you in half, chop up the cockerel, get you on a Nando's grill, get some Saka sauce on you, get some Foden sauce on you, get some Mo Salah sauce on you, and they're going to cook you for dinner. And I love it. You are now covering yourself, and I respect that. That is a brave thing to do, because you're now going, hey, we don't deserve top four because we're not a champion. So what I'm now going to do is...
Look, I'm just saying, Champions League football is a competition for champions. You're not a champion. And so the point I'm trying to make is that Postecoglou wants to do things the good old-fashioned way, when the champions of England was playing against the champions of Europe. That's what Champions League football is all about. So if he wants to step back a bit and be a champion in England before playing Champions League football, who am I to judge? I don't mind that. Whereas you, Josh, shamelessly, Villa fan, you're going to shake your bum for finishing in the top 4. It's a disgrace. Really, it shows where you are. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because you would shake your bum for the Carabao Cup. You think that is a decent trophy to win. Can I just pick up on a point that here today said in the chat? He says, wow, Deji, Orange is now the issue at your club now. Quite a turnaround. He is. He's the issue because at the moment, in his first season, currently in our rebuild, he is being stubborn. But I guarantee you, 2-3 seasons in, when he sees that his stubbornness is not working, he will yield. He will yield to the power of the force, right? And he will do what is right. So all I'm saying is, I don't agree with it. I think you should be aiming to finish as high as possible. Also, because if you finish 4th, it's 40 million. 40 million is not to be sniffed at, plus all the TV money and all of that stuff that you need in this day and age in modern football. So I don't like the fact that he sabotaged the game. And I will know for sure if Postecoglou is a madman this Thursday against Chelsea, because if he goes with that same dusty lineup that we had against Arsenal, I swear to you, I will break my laptop live on stream next week, Monday.
I can't believe you have said, I cannot believe you have said it's shameless to celebrate top 4 when that is an achievement for both of us to get. You know it as well as I do. We're not title contenders. So the next best thing we can play for in a league is top 4 Champions League football. If you can't win the thing, then get bloody top 4. Get bloody top 4. So you sitting there telling me that it's shameless for me as an Aston Villa fan to celebrate top 4. I can't have that. I cannot have that because that is not right. You know that any club outside of the Sky Six, I don't call them the Big Six, the Sky Six, and you're one of those clubs in there. If there isn't the Sky Six and any club breaks into that, like Newcastle did last season, like we're going to do this season, we will. Sky Six, not the Big Six. You're the Sky Six. You're the Sky PGMLO FA6. You are all in this square together. You're all in bed together. You work together. And anyone who tries to infiltrate the square and tries to make it something else, wow, it's not nice. And listen, as your man, your guy who has been supporting you from day one, and big up to all the people in the chat, by the way. Big up to all the people in the chat.
But yeah, always has been with me day one in the building.
Yeah, he says, "Damn, Josh is coming for you. This is a proper duster." Listen, I've been the nice guy last couple of weeks. I've sat back and I've let Deji, say his stuff. But gloves are off now. Gloves are off because I'll tell you now. This is where it's coming for me, because I've got a Spurs fan on the ropes here. I've got my man Deji on the ropes, a nervous man, because we've heard him for the last couple of weeks tell us. I'm going to paint a bit of your story to the people who don't know, because I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair that we give a bit of background. Deji, it all started when Deji said he'd dust up Fulham. He said Fulham. Who? Fulham? What? Fulham? And they go on news while he's laughing at other teams. But he said it was a blip. He starts looking at fixtures. And in this time, Deji is still telling people that Spurs will finish above Arsenal. This is all facts, by the way. I'm not exaggerating. He said Spurs will finish above Arsenal. And when we start going through the fixture list, he had this famous quote. And this is why I love Deji, because he's going to be a big YouTuber, by the way. This guy's going big in the game. I know it. I hope he knows it. He's going big because he's one of these people that people need to tune in to see and want to see. And he's already got catchphrases. He's already got lines. And he went, who? Light work, light tea, light work, right? Who? And he kept telling people, we'll finish above Arsenal. My man's then realised that he's probably not going to finish above Arsenal. So now he's going, but we'll beat the Three Musketeers. My man has now realised that at the first attempt, he's failed at beating the Musketeers. So now the new rhetoric is now dead. The new rhetoric and the new line is, Well, Ange doesn't even want top four, so we're okay with fifth. And listen, as long as we finish above, you're going to start. I know what you're going to do. I've got it. You're going to start telling how you finished above Dusty United and Dusty Chelsea. You're going to start looking backwards and just reminding them. And that is the trajectory of your predictions. And it's beautiful. So, damn right, I'm going to support getting in top four when we do. Damn right, I'm going to celebrate. And you are shameless to think you wouldn't celebrate getting top four either in Ange's first season.
Bro, I'm not going to celebrate top four, bro, because that's just minor. But obviously, you would take your bum for the Carabao Cup, and that just shows the levels between us, mate. And I would never. I expected top four as a minimum criteria. But yeah, look, either way, it's my manager's first season in charge. He's not even been in the job a year. Your manager's been in charge longer. You've had time to cook. So we've got to give my manager the benefit of the doubt. One moment. However, what I will say to you, Josh, is that I don't know why you can come with chest tonight. No Villa fan in their right mind can come and tell me anything. In fact, I still believe Tottenham will get fourth over Villa. In fact, I'm confident. Do you know why? You guys lost a 2-0 lead against the dustiest Chelsea team I've ever seen in my... This team is definitely dustier than Tutankhamun's coffin. Dusty, dusty, dusty. And you got a 2-2 draw. At least we outsourced Arsenal, who people are saying, neutralists are saying, is playing the best football in the league. We slapped them up with 2 goals, even without a striker, bro. We had them rattled. We made Arsenal make mistakes, bro. That's what we did. You were just getting chopped up by Chelsea. Chelsea won the game. Chelsea won. They won 3-2, mate.
Dead. Right, by the way, big up everyone in chat. Great to see so many of you in here across both channels. Make sure you're smacking that like button up, people. But right, man to man, friend to friend, content creator to content creator. How confident are you you're finishing above us? How confident are you? I need to hear it right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I think there was a comment in the chat from, I think, Philip Collins saying that all you guys have to do is beat Brighton and the job is done. But the truth is, bro, you had to beat Chelsea. If you had beaten Chelsea on the weekend, even if Tottenham had slapped up Arsenal, I would have been coming here today telling you, look, I think Villa's done it. But what you guys have done is you've given Spurs fans and you've given Tottenham hope. And I know what's happened.
You haven't answered my question.
I think what I saw with... Yes.
Okay. Right.
We are prison above them. You men are dusty. You're getting slapped by Brighton this week. Are you mad?
Chat is loving this, by the way. The chat is loving this tonight. Deji, if you're that confident, because you've been telling people that you were going to beat the Three Musketeers, that failed. You told people that everyone was light work, that failed. You told everyone you're going to finish above Arsenal, this failed. I'm going to now put you to the stand. If you are that confident, because I'm that confident, I'll make a deal with you. At the start or the end of the season, if Villa finish 5th and you finish 4th, I will do a whole stream, a watch along with a Birmingham City shirt on. If you finish 5th, you need to go on a channel, maybe Never a Foul, something like that, a choice of mine, and you wear an Arsenal shirt. How confident are you? If I put that to you, how confident are you?
If Villa finish 4th,
if I finish 4th and you finish 5th, you need to wear an Arsenal shirt publicly.
Why an Arsenal shirt? Why not a Villa shirt?
All right, yeah, why not? I'll buy you a Villa shirt and send you one. Yeah?
Yeah, I'll rock that Villa shirt because I'm not rocking that dusty Arsenal shirt. You must be mad. I'd rather wear a Villa shirt, mate. But if Tottenham finish 4th, I'm sending you my shirt for you to wear on stream, and it has Deji Spurs at the back.
No,
I'll buy you a shirt.
Do you know what? I'll even go to Villa Park. I'll even go to a game. I'll go to Villa Park in it as well.
If you do that, all right, let's deal. Job jump, bet, done, sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered. I don't know what Gavin is shaking his bum about, sitting in his underwear, bashing away at the keyboard. He says, Deji, I'm going to have to unsubscribe. This is poor. Poor? What is poor? I told you, you're acting like you couldn't see. Did you not watch the game? Really, let me tell you, Gavin, what you're doing. You are only looking and thinking about the first half. The first half was dusty. You scored 3 goals. Yes, Saka's goal was a good goal. He was up against Ben Davies. Nothing new. But when you work out and you reflect on the whole game, you were outsourced, outplayed by Spurs. And really and truly, if football was fair, the footballing gods was fair. Spurs win that game yesterday, 6-4. We scored a goal that wasn't offside. Kulusevski was fouled in the box. Penalty wasn't given. Romero hits the post. What else can I say? And bloody Højbjerg scores a bloody own goal. So for you to be sitting there shaking your bum like you slapped Tottenham up, you must be mad. No, you didn't, mate. You got the result, but you did nothing. Hold that.
Dej, I'm with the chat here. I think you're bottling top 4 like you're bottling this bet. Because
let me tell you why.
Listen, the fear. Look at Kerb. The fear. No, not an Arsenal shot. He bottled the shirt challenge. Chat, I think he bottled it as well. If I'm honest, now I'm looking back. If you were that confident, I put Birmingham City, right? I put Birmingham City, fucking disgrace of a club. Yeah, wouldn't want to be seen there, but I'm that confident. And you're coming on here, my guy, and you're telling me that you're still confident you're going to finish above us with chest. I'm talking about chest.
Do you know why, though? Do you know why? Go on. When I was watching, when I look back on the highlights between Aston Villa and Chelsea, I saw something. I saw a similarity in the facial expressions of those Villa players like I saw last year with the Arsenal players. It was like a rabbit in a headlight. And I genuinely believe Aston Villa is afraid of success. Because you were cruising and coasting against Chelsea, and then you remembered. You went, oh, if we win this game, we're going to get 4th. And then you guys come crumbling down like London was burning. Now, I think you guys have... I think Villa is a good team. I think if you just treated every game like it's just normal, I think you can do it. But I think the fact that Villa fans keep putting the pressure on the players to get the 4th position, people like you, Josh, people like Philip Collins, all the other Aston Villa cronies in the chat, the players are seeing this and they can't take the pressure. So it's not my fault if you don't get 4th. It's your fault. It's your fault for putting an expectation on your club, maybe an expectation a step too far. Last season, you got Europa Conference League. The natural progression for Villa is Europa League. Don't start running before you can walk. And if you try to get Champions League football, that is going to be your downfall. Are you playing in Europe this week?
We're playing in Europe this week. Yeah. We're playing in the European Conference. Hey,
so you're in the semis, right?
You told me this. You told me this when we played our semi-finals. You told me we weren't going to beat Arsenal. You told me we weren't going to beat Bournemouth.
No, I said you were going to get a draw against Arsenal. I actually expected you to get a result against Arsenal. Remember, I said it was a draw. So I didn't say Arsenal was going to beat you because I know that Arsenal's they're pretty dusty, and I knew you guys were going to do your thing.
Listen, I really respect you. I think you're a great guy. I really respect you, and I genuinely, I've been talking about loads of people about you because I just think you're going to be blowing up soon. Anyway, but Dad, you're not confident.
You're the man blowing up, mate. But big up to you.
You're not confident about getting top 4. It's as simple as that. Just say to the guys.
Can I be real? Josh? And I think, one thing I like about you, Josh, and I like about all the people in the chat as well, is that you all can be reasonable. You're not all delusional. There are some people bashing away at the keyboard, sitting there in their underwear, chatting absolute cobblers.
What about Fongs?
The truth of the matter is, if Postecoglou does the right thing, Spurs get 4th all day long. The one thing I can't tell you, Josh, which is true, I make my predictions based on Tottenham or Postecoglou doing the right thing, setting up the team in the right way. If he's a madman and does the total opposite, that's not my fault. So, for example, if he reverts back to form against Chelsea, starts Basuma, starts Pape Sarr, starts Maddis, starts Richarlison, puts Son out on the left, put Kulusevski out on the right, puts Emerson Royale left back, Van de Ven, Romero, Porro, Vicario. We slapped that Chelsea team 4-5-0 because that team is the dustiest Chelsea team I've ever seen in my life. However, if he starts with Højbjerg, Bentancur, and Timo Werner, mate, I might slip my wrist, honestly, because this guy is shooting us in the foot. And that is the difference, Josh. So the reason why I would have been more confident I would have even accepted your argument had he started with Tottenham's strongest lineup against Arsenal yesterday and we lost. But this brother robbed us of knowing what would have happened if we had our strongest lineup. So I'm slightly not confident, not because my team can't do the job, but because I think right now my manager is a madman. And that is hard for me to take. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. I get that. And the thing is, Dej, I've got utter faith in my gaffer, utter faith in my manager. And that's why we're in the driving seat. That is why, deep down, you probably wish you had Unai Emery right now in this running as well, not your manager.
Let me tell you why I wouldn't want Unai Emery. Where my gaffer is not satisfied with top 4, where my gaffer is telling you we're in a title race next season, your gaffer is there working hard to bring Aston Villa the Europa Conference League. Are you kidding me? Right. Are you that competition? Let me just tell you one thing quickly, Josh. That competition is so dusty that we removed ourselves from that competition. We said we are happy to come out of this crap. So if that's what you're shaking your bum about, you are absolutely shameless. Shameless.
Dej, stop. Pause. As you said. Right. Before I'm coming back to that, first of all, I want to say big up to everyone who's in the streams right now. We've got 90 of you across both channels, which is class. We actually see all the comments coming in, and we really do appreciate it, and we soak it all in. So big up to loads of you. I'm going to, again, link in the channels. Deji is very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is obviously a big milestone on YouTube. So do please subscribe to Deji. Do smash the like button as well, people. And I do want to run up 2 things that came in on my stream. Big up to Vamos VJ, as always, coming in with a super chat. Appreciate it. And big up to Jason Eatman. He's a massive fan of the channel, but also a big Wrexham and Arsenal fan. And Jason is gifted 5 memberships. So big up to everyone who received that. I think it was Bozzy said he gained one. Jason actually messaged me as well. He's really happy because Wrexham are playing in the USA for pre-season, and he's managed to get a ticket to watch Wrexham again for pre-season. So big up, Jason. Really appreciate it, your support as always, and he's a great guy. And hopefully I'll get to meet Jason one day because, as I said, my plan is to get to the USA for the World Cup 2026. And there's so many people out there I want to see. So big up to Vamos VJ. Big up to Wrexham. And as I said, big up to everyone in the chat coming in the show. As I said, this is a bit of, we love doing this and we love coming in on Monday night. I look forward to the show a lot. So thank you to everyone who's been here, both chats and up the Villa, and I guess come on you Spurs to some people. But I've got to go back to Deji because Deji's now trying to banter me for my manager wanting to win a trophy, and I've just got to stop and reflect on that. Let's just listen. Let's just stand back for a second. And I do got one more thing. You did call my man PC Peter Collins Phil Collins. So not only have you got another name wrong, it's Peter Collins. He has subscribed to the channle, but Phil Collins was a drummer, Deji. So not only have you got Peter Beardsley, you're just insulting the Peters every week, Deji. What is your thing against Peter? What is your thing against Peters, man? It's horrible, right? It's horrible.
I just keep missing it. When I see Peter, I see Philip, mate. I can't tell you like I can't, mate. It's just
yeah, no. Look, at the end of the day, chat, I'm sat here going, my man Deji is telling me that he thinks it's sad that my manager is celebrating trying to win a European trophy. What my man Deji is also forgetting is he's also forgetting.
Don't do this, bro. Because
no. You need to hear this. You need to hear this.
Yeah.
Okay. Jose Mourinho. I'm going to ask you this. It's just a yes or no. Do you rate Jose Mourinho as an elite level manager?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's ruined me already. I think a lot of people, I would like to think a lot of people think Jose Mourinho
No,
is a serial
Jose
winner.
Mourinho originally was elite level.
Okay, let's
And
go
I
to
think
original.
what he needs to do is he needs to leave football so we can remember him as an elite manager. What he did to Tottenham was the dustiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I will never.
I'll go back to original Jose. Okay. Now I know you hate the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Do you rate Pep Guardiola?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Both these managers stated that the first thing they do when they came to England was they said, I need to win the Carabao Cup. And the reason why they said that, Deji, is because they said they need to install a winning mentality, a trophy lifting culture, and what it means to win trophies at their clubs. Now, if my manager, Unai Emery, in his first full season as Aston Villa manager, installs a winning mentality and teaches players who haven't been able to lift trophies in their careers, because we have, by the way, like you, we've got a World Cup winners, okay? We've got people who have won the Europa League. We've got people who have won domestic leagues. But what we haven't got is people, core people, like Consters, like your McGinns, like your Watkins, who haven't actually won trophies. To go and do that and win the Conference League is seriously underestimated about how you can then go the next level. And that is why, for me, having a manager who I feel will get us over the line, a manager who's then gone and secured top 4 while doing it, because clearly you felt that you had to leave the Conference League because it was the only way you'd get top 4. And it was your only way of concentrating. We managed to balance that out on a really thin squad, a really, really, really thin squad coming into this run-in, and we're still there. I've got nothing but admiration. And I am being really serious when I say this. And you might fall off your chair and you might laugh at this. But Dad, listen to this. 2026, 2027, Villa will be in a title race. And I'm saying that with if Unai Emery is there, we are building a winning culture. And do you know what, Dad? I am pissed off we haven't challenged for the FA Cup.
This winning culture that comes from winning the Europa Conference League.
That culture comes from winning a trophy. And I don't care what trophy it is. Now, unfortunately, I would be shaking my bum violently for a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup because we don't know what it's like to win a trophy since 1996. And we want to be a big team. You can't be a big team if you're not winning trophies. So you've got to start somewhere. We can't win the league this season. And I want you to know, Dej, that I promise you, if you try and let it go, let it go, go win a Carabao Cup. You might actually start winning other trophies. I just dare you. I implore you. So I want you to go to sleep tonight, and I want you to have that "Let It Go" tune in your head. Let it go, go win a Carabao Cup.
Do you want to hear something funny? When you were singing "Let It Go," you were legitimately. I wish I took a screenshot. You were legitimately frozen on my screen. That's how dusty that little bit was. You were frozen on my screen. Let me tell you. I've already told you this before. There are levels to trophies, bro. There's a weight coefficient. I bet you even the Villa players don't celebrate that much if they win the Europa Conference League because it's dusty, bro. It's not anything to shake your bum up. Colchester United can win that Europa Conference League. That's how dusty that competition is. Really, football has moved on. You named 1996 being the last time you lot won a cup. Football's moved on since then, if you didn't know. Yeah, from that time, I think you could only have 2 English teams in the Champions League. Now we got bloody 4. You know, little things like that. When you guys last won the cup, you were changing faces on your Nokia 3210. That's the sort of nonsense that you were doing. Yeah, now we can FaceTime. So you're talking about things have completely changed. Those trophies are not trophies. They're a waste of time and space. From the Europa League, from the FA Cup, is something. Europa League, something. But really and truly, in this day and age, it's the Prem or Champions League. And I want Villa fans to be more ambitious. Don't be like Josh. Don't be settling for crap trophies that no one gives a damn about. No one's going to give you any respect about. I want to respect Villa. Do you know what I mean? Now, I can tell you this. when you were saying, you know, and forgive me, chat, but it really is a classic case of it's not about the looks, is it? It's about the personality. It sounds good. It sounds good and it sounds noble. Okay, then, is all I'm going to say to you, Josh. Okay, but deep down, you don't even believe what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? Have some ambition, have some kahunas for your club. I've got kahunas for your club. I want you to do big things. I like Villa. But if you keep doing this little low mentality, you're going to stay low. Look at what happened to Man United. They were shaking their bum violently for the Carabao Cup. And where are they this season? I can't see them. Nobody's talking about them because they lowered their standard. You're better off finishing fourth than winning that dusty trophy. If I were you, I'd put all my eggs into finishing fourth than even trying to win the Europa Conference League.
Well, we're going to do both, though, Dej. That's the thing. We're going to do both. And that must hurt you.
I think that's where you're going to make your mistake.
Wait, who's finishing above us?
Spurs.
Put an Arsenal shirt on it.
Yeah.
No?
I'm taking the bet. I'm taking the bet. If you're ever in London, we can walk into the Arsenal stadium. I'll buy the shirt in your presence, mate. Let us do it, mate. I don't give a damn. You Villa aren't ambitious for your club. I don't know why you're. Look, Josh, I'm not lying when I say enjoy your 5 minutes of fame. Enjoy it, mate. Because next season, I ain't gonna never see you again. I ain't gonna. From when you don't finish fourth, we won't be talking. That's legit.
We got him there, people. We got him there. We got him there. And it's going to get clipped up. We'll get it there. The biggest bet of the season. It's there. We've got him there. And I knew, because I knew that trophy stuff would rattle him. I knew what I'm doing. What I've done is I've fed in the trophy talk for him. And he gets agitated about me having low standards. Because Deji wants me, as he's been saying, to have high standards.
How can this brother say that? If Spurs win their 2-game in hand over Villa, Tottenham are literally 1 point. It's because it's Fraser. Fraser's saying, I don't know what world he is in if Spurs don't get top 4. And when I've been telling you that we're going to slap up the 3 Musketeers, barring the kerfuffle that Postecoglou did yesterday, I don't know what he was doing. Liverpool's been dusty, bro. Liverpool got slapped up by Everton. Liverpool got slapped up by Crystal Palace. Liverpool bloody drew with the second dustiest team in the Prem, West Ham. And you don't think Tottenham will slap them up? If we played the way that we played yesterday and start with the right lineup, the lineup that we had in the second half, we will turn Liverpool over. But
we got a better goal difference as well.
Delusional. That's if he starts with the right lineup. If he does a madness, then it's a problem.
Dej, I get that, but we are in the best position. We're 7 points clear of you, and you have to win your 2 games. Not all you will, you have to. You need it's and it's ifs, buts, maybes. And we are in that position. I'm just going to tell you our fixtures left, just so I want you to soak these in. And then I want you to tell me your fixtures. I just want you to be real. What position would you rather be in? Because we've got 7 points clear. We play Brighton, we play Liverpool, and we play Crystal Palace. Okay? That's
Brighton, Liverpool, and Palace.
Yes.
No point. No point.
What?
No point like the Eurovision Song Contest. No point. Wait.
You're telling me we're going to get 0 points on our next 3 Premier League games? And you justify it.
You got me speaking French tonight, mate. Oui, monsieur. You ain't getting diddly squat. And I know it comes as a surprise to you because you can't see it. Let me tell you why.
Yeah, I need the why.
Liverpool slapping you up. Brighton, are you at Brighton's gaff or are they coming to your gaff?
We're at Brighton's gaff. We beat them 6-1 at our place.
They're slapping you up. Brighton's slapping you up. At their gaff, they can be a problem. And then, let me tell you, if Crystal Palace have Eze and Elise playing on the pitch, it is long. that Glasner has turned this Crystal Palace team into a crazy team. They got Mateta looking like Drogba, mate. None of your defenders is going to be able to stop Mateta, Eze, or Elise. So I can see Aston Villa in the next 3 games getting no point. That's why I see Tottenham finishing above Villa. Remember, Tottenham have 5 games. You've got 3. If you're not getting any points, Tottenham only need to win 3 games. And the job's done. You heard it here first.
Deji, I respect it. And I'm always going to let you have your view. And I respect it.
Bro, I'm ready to fall on my sword next Monday if you beat Brighton this weekend.
Thank you.
But you're getting no points between now and the end of the season. That's it. 67 points. But 67 points is a respectable tally for you guys to finish on. Let's be real.
Dej.
It's respect.
Dej.
It's progress for Villa, no?
Dej. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you're looking out for us. I appreciate you think it's progress. I really do. But can we be real here? Brighton. Have you seen their form recently?
Bro, don't matter.
Have you seen how their crowd? Have you seen how their crowd turns on De Zerbi? Have you seen how we've mentally absolutely destroyed them? Ever since we smacked them up at Villa Park, they're a lost puppy. We have mentally effed up Brighton's season, and we're going to do it again. They do not want to play us. I'm telling you now, Brighton will not want to face us. Number 1. Number 2, you just told me that Liverpool are a dusty side.
Yeah.
So why on earth do you feel like you have the right to beat Liverpool, but we don't? And number 3, here's a little fact about Unai Emery in London. Unai Emery, as Aston Villa manager, has never lost when playing in London. Yes, I respect Palace. Yes, I think they're good. But trust me, we don't lose in London. So, yeah, do you know what? Out of those 9 points available, do you know how many we're taking?
How many?
5. Minimum 4. We're taking 5 points.
That would be 72 points.
We're taking 5 points. It's enough for us. You have to take
5 games. So if Tottenham win all their games, you know they finish above you, yeah?
But you're not winning all your games. Let's just remember that. Can you tell me your fixture list? Let me now do my quick. Let's do the role first. Give me the fixtures. Give me the fixtures right now.
Right now, we've got Chelsea on Thursday.
Chelsea?
If Postecoglou does the right thing, 3 points.
No.
We then have Liverpool on the weekend.
Hold on, is Chelsea at the Bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not winning that. So
they're dusty, bro. They're dusty. These men have lost 13 or 14 games this season, man. Let's not even go there. Chelsea are used to losing, so that's not new.
Don't tell me you've got to go to Anfield. Don't tell me you've got to go to Anfield.
Let's be real. Anfield is not the fortress it once was.
No.
There's issues.
You're taking free.
Let me tell you something, bro. You can see that there was in-house fighting between Klopp and Salah. Salah doesn't play this weekend because he was so rude to Daddy. So Salah's not playing, and the in-house fighting means that they're there to take out. So that's that. Then we've got Man City. Man City have not scored a single Premier League goal at my new stadium, at my club, at my gaff. Then we've got Burnley. And then I think we've got, lastly, Sheffield United or something like that.
Yeah, Bozzy put it on for us now on the screen, Dej. He said Chelsea away, Liverpool away, Burnley home, City home, Sheffield United away. 15 points available. Honest truth, from me, out of those 15, 7.
Well, even if we get 7 points...
Not enough.
Well, let me tell you, if we get 7 points and we score some good goals, we beat you, because I expect you to lose your next 3 games. So we might nick it on goal difference. And I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It's shameless. If we nick 4th on goal difference, I won't shake my bum. I promise you, I will not shake my bum. I will just take it as a man. You know what I mean? Great sportsmanship, that sort of thing. But both our clubs are dusty. That's what I will say if we nick it.
By the way, I love this from man. It says, nice, that means Spurs beating City, according to Deji. Start the parade in North London. It's ran. So you're basically telling me
Yeah,
the Spurs are
bro.
going to let Arsenal win the title?
Let me tell you, I'm not even gonna lie. I think Tottenham will beat City because this Postecoglou is a madman. He started some dusty team against Arsenal, and then he's going to turn around and beat City. And let me tell you why. We wanted to beat Arsenal. He flopped us. Now we don't want to beat City. He's going to give us exactly what we don't want. We do not want to beat City. In fact, if City could hit Spurs for 15 goals, look, I'll do this. I am willing to give up fourth as long as Arsenal don't win the league. Slap us, City. Slap us. Pull our pants down, get the wooden spoon, and beat us, baby. Beat us left, right, and centre. If City can put 9 past Tottenham, I would be happy because their goal difference would be better than Arsenal's. That's really what we're hoping for. But guess what? When we hope to get slapped up, that's when we win. Knowing my club, that's when we win. A joke.
Tonight, you are actually incredible tonight. Dej, I've got a really serious question to ask you though.
Yeah.
What size shirt do you take? Are you a medium, large? You look at it.
Bro, I'm extra small, to be honest with you.
It's just well, lovely. Extra small. That's good. I'll make sure I've got this stuff.
Look, Josh, mate, just know I'm getting your ticket on the bloody Avanti train, and you're coming to London, mate. And we're sorting your Spurs shirt. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna film it. I'm gonna film it on my phone.
Yes.
We're gonna walk into the Spurs shop. We're gonna put Deji Spurs. You're gonna pull it on, and you're gonna go back to King's Cross and get on the train. That's what we're gonna do. If anyone else who's following us here, we're in their underwear, bashing away on the keyboard, want to join us, don't you worry. We will send you the date. As for Gavin, Deji Spurs is the inside. If you want to have a chat, mate, we can have a chat all day long.
Open invite to the shirt celebration. You've heard it here. It's an open invite. If you want to come along, it will be absolutely fantastic. But we're going to wrap up soon. So keep smashing the like button, people. As Arsenal Mike has said, please smash and like. But yeah, there's going to be a big party at the end of the season. And we love it. But I'm just going to take...
to be fair, can I say this? And this is not being shameless. If whoever gets fourth deserves it between us. But really and truly, I don't think Villa is ready for the big time. I think you need one more season to cook. Then I think you guys will be ready for Champions League football. Because let's be real. And I'm not really trying to make you guys feel bad. If you were going to go into the Champions League next season, what are you going to do? Like, legitly, what are you going to do?
We will need to strengthen our squad massively, which I know that, and we will, which is going to be fun. But just got to run up a few things that I missed out. Big up to Andy Brogan, who's become a member of the channel. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate that. I started this comment earlier from British Mix. I think it does sound dead as we come near the end. I said, Deji is the only opposition fan I got time for, Josh. We need to turn him. Preach the gospel. Listen, there's always a way to get Deji. There's always a way to get Deji to see the light. It's a hard road and hard path, but I think Spurs is going to be a better club for him to follow because the pain they're going to keep bringing him and the delusion and the hope and the anticipation of winning trophies year after year is what's going to help Deji grow, because we know that Deji isn't going to see a trophy, and therefore it's going to be one of those where he keeps going.
I just find people who say I'm deluded. I'm reading Anthony Clark's comment here. He said, Deji, you're the most supposed to be deluded one on YouTube. We are going to win the league. We're going to come above Arsenal. We're going to the top 4. We're going to smash the 3 Musketeers. Anthony Clark, if you're being real and genuine, you will know that the reason why a lot of these things, my predictions, didn't happen is not because I am deluded. It's because the management of Spurs is mad, or we suffered injuries. Arsenal have not suffered any major injuries this season, hence why they're where they are. Had Tottenham had the same amount of injuries and when I mean injuries, I mean to players of importance, players of influence. Yeah, because you're going to tell me about cronies that never played and people in the under-21s. I don't give a damn. But Spurs lost key players at the wrong time in a crucial period of the season, big injuries, and then they're just coming back. Also, when Postecoglou does his crazy high line, which I agree with all of you, if he had just adapted his game slightly, no doubt you would agree Spurs would have beaten West Ham. No doubt you would agree that Spurs would have beaten Newcastle. No doubt you would agree that Spurs would have slapped up Arsenal yesterday. So my predictions are not wild. If he follows through and does properly, you get beat. That's why you were outplayed yesterday. You were outplayed by Tottenham Hotspur and you limped over the line and won 3-2 by us giving you a goal in the process. And now if that's what you want to shake your bum for, sitting there in your underwear, bashing away at the keyboard, then so be it, mate. But for me, I've got higher standards than that.
I love it. Right, I know we've got to wrap up because I think you've got another stream, haven't you, with Northside? Which is that right, Dej?
Yeah, in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we will wrap up now, and that was a great speech then on. But two things we've got to do. First of all, this one. Can we reiterate what the bet is, please? And I think Jason's nailed it. I think it's going to be this. The bet is this, people, because it's. I've had my man. He's come with chess. We've finally gotten to it. If Aston Villa finish 4th and Spurs finish 5th, I will be taking Deji to the Arsenal club shop, and I love this. I'm going to get him the away jersey because it's horrible, and we're going to get it all filmed, clipped up, and we'll let this guy know where and what's happened. If Villa finish 5th, because apparently we're getting 0 points in our next 3 games, then Deji will get to do what he wants. If he wants me to come to London, buy a Deji Spurs top, and I'll forever have it on me, then absolutely.
And you're going to go, you said you were going to go to a home match at Villa against... Yes. Can I add a little sauce to this?
Go on. Yeah, why not? I'm up for
could we go and watch Villa Spurs next season and you're wearing a Spurs top?
Deji Spurs on it as well?
Yeah.
Happily, my friend.
Right. Clip this. Peter Collins, clip this. Dodger Phillips, clip this. Yardman, clip this. You better do it, bro. You better do this.
I will. And you better do this. It's all in. It is all in. So listen.
Damn, because it's not going to happen.
Listen, we're all in. Big up to everyone who's been in the streams today. The bet is locked in. Villa apparently are going to get 0 points the rest of the season. Spurs are still going to slap up. The Spurs are going to still slap up everyone else. Postecoglou's just got to sort his head out.
What? If you get 0 points, we don't need to slap up anyone. I'm saying Tottenham only need to win 3 games, bro, and we get top 4. You lot ain't getting no more points. We just need to win 3 games.
But look, we've put our links in. Make sure you subscribe both to our channels. Make sure you like it up. We'll be back on Monday for this show to reflect on the weekend results. Of course, between then and now, Spurs will be playing Chelsea and Liverpool, and we would have played Brighton, and we'll see what Deji and I have to bring then. But without further ado, guys, thank you for tuning in. Been so many great comments tonight. Big love. If you want to see Deji talk some more, he'll be on Northside London, LDN. If you want to go check out.
With Lee Gunner, mate. So I'm with Lee Gunner in just a moment.
Give him some heat, Deji. Give him some heat. But yeah, come into that. Go check out Deji. Go get him to 1K. And then second of all, if you want to see me again, it's the watch along. Conference League, we are going to be shaking our bum violently for that trophy. We are going to be singing the songs of European champions. Okay, you'll never sing that. And hopefully Villa do well on that. Guys, big love to all of you. Shout out to all of you. Up the Villa. Come on, you Spurs. Ta-da.